Hi, I've received a question from one of my online followers asking how to block internet access at a certain time to one of the devices connected to the home network. I'm going to show you how to do that today on a Sky router. It's a very straightforward process, and the procedure should be the same for many other routers. Start off by going to the control page for your router. For Sky routers, it is this one here, 192.168.0.1. When you open that, you will be asked to log in, and then you just enter the login details for your router. If you don't know these, they will be likely on the base of the router. If you're smart enough, you'll have changed this yourself. So yeah, on the Sky router, it's admin and Sky, but obviously we've changed that here. So when you log into the router, what we need to do is go to the section straight away for attached devices. And now I know that the device I want to block out here is this one here. The way to identify the device we want to block out is using the MAC address. That's the physical address of the device you're taking action on. I already know that this is the device I'm going to use, so what you want to do is select that and copy it just to the clipboard for record. Now you can see here that the IP address is shown for the device, and what we're going to do is create a rule to block access to that IP address within a specified time. Now what happens is each time you connect a device to the router, it automatically assigns an IP address to it. So at the moment it's not always guaranteed that this physical address over here is going to be assigned that IP address. So what we're going to do is set the a static IP address up for this device, and I'm going to just use this one here that's showing the .23. To do that, I believe we go to Advanced and then LAN IP Setup. What we're going to do is go down the bottom here to Add, and then we're just going to put the details in. So the IP address was 192.168.0.23. and the MAC address of the device. I'll just paste in what we copied and pasted from the previous page, and we're going to say apply. This will now refresh, and you can see that we've reserved that IP address for this device. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this for this one device. What you would do if you wanted to do it for multiple devices is we have to specify an IP address range for the devices we're taking action on. So for example, in this case here, that this IP address is for a tablet used by a child, we're going to block the access during the night. If we had two children who had their own tablets, what we would do is specify a static IP address just like this for both of the devices, so that we can identify them both in a single statement. But yeah, we're going to do it for this one just now. So we've created a static IP address for this device, which is good. We've done that kind of first part. That's essential, and that's how you do that if you need to do it for other purposes on here. What we're now going to do is go to Security, and we're going to go to Schedule, and this is where we're going to set the duration that we want to block the access to. So we're going to do it every day, and the time of day we're going to do it down here. We just uncheck all day, and we're going to set it to run from, let's say we're going to do it from 7 o'clock through to 8 AM, okay? And that's when it's going to be unavailable from. So we're just going to go down the bottom here and apply. You can see here it gives you the current time as well, just so you can check that, according to my clock here, I can see that the router has the correct time on it, so I know that these dates are going to be effective and won't be out of any sort of kind of saving time or anything. So I'm just going to apply that just now. So that's done. That's all good. What we now need to go, so we've set a static IP for the device. We've set up a schedule for the block action to take place. What we now need to do is go to the firewall rules section, which is also under security. And once we're in there, under the outbound services, we're going to add a rule. So you can see that it's services name always allow. We're going to add something to that. Now we're going to say the service is any. If you look at the services, you can see that you've got some for gaming, some for news groups and all sorts of stuff like that. But we're going to say all, and that's just the sort of port it's going to block. The action is to block always, yeah, and sorry, it's not block always, excuse me, it's going to be block as per schedule, or block by schedule, okay. So what we do here is only going to be affected by the previous schedule we set up, which runs between 7 PM and 8 AM, and we're going to do it through a single address, okay. And the IP address, for the device, which we know is 192.168.0.23. Going to apply that, and that is effective immediately. So at the moment, it is past 7 o'clock. If I was to go and get that device and try and go online now, it's not going to work. But come 8 AM tomorrow morning, the internet access will work fine. That's how you go about doing this and blocking access within a certain time frame to a certain device. I hope that that's been helpful. If you do have any questions, please get in touch. Thanks.